Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to a new video. It's been a while since I made another post-raid commentary video, so here's another one. In this raid, me, Dapper, and Wise are set to raid Armory, looking to complete some seasonal missions in line to get the 3x3 secure case reward. As far as I remember, we were on the lookout for purple or better military items, hence why we pushed Raider Station first. In this raid, my weapon of choice was the Mini 14. For those who have seen me play, I have a one-sided love for marksman rifles, and picking the Mini 14 in this situation reminded me how fun it was to use back then in PUBG. Did anyone else get to try the Mini 14 in PUBG or PUBG-M? Let me know in the comments. The Mini 14 had decent damage, manageable recoil, and a good option for follow-up shots or if you're in the need of finishing off your opponents from a safe distance. It was lightweight, ammo efficient, and cheap enough to build, but also a viable option for most scenarios. All that, and I also just wanted to off meta as usual. I'm not using that one tapper though, not yet. Right off the beginning parts of our raid, we already had an information of gunshots coming in from the west side of the map. Wise was also able to scout the enemies looking to push towards our spot in radar station. Having a medium to long distance weapon, I had in mind to opt for the long angles as it helps me cover more ground at a safe distance. And I also made sure to take advantage of the right side peak to cover most of my body from getting shot. Shoot him. Shot him twice. It was either I overextended my peak here or the enemy player really had a good shot, as most of the damage I took was from the head area, and realizing the potential risk of me dying, I chose to run back and heal for now, and Dapper took my place in charging ahead. With the lack of information of any positions, Dapper got knocked, and this is where I took the initiative to lay down smokes and go for the revive. There was a scary moment here as a GHO grenade was right behind us, but I still took the chance to revive Dapper as I would take most of the damage radius anyway. I've been carrying smoke grenades in every raid I do nowadays as they have been so clutch in reviving teammates who have been down. I do hope they make the duration longer though, as 30 seconds is a bit short compared to the gas grenade which lasts much longer.
Yan, may bomba, may bomba.
Hirang, malayo.
Nasa loob siya mismo ng smoke.
From here, Wise was able to finish off the enemy team and we decided to regroup to push for the next one. I also took advantage of using the supply station to get back some of the smoke grenades that I used, and I also purchased a recon device to help us trim down areas of where enemies can potentially be. We then work our way to push towards the middle gate and learn that another team is approaching towards the east gate as well. Wise was able to scout their exact location from the shooting range, but may have overextended in peeking them.
Ah, shit, yep.
With Wise dead, me and Dapper completely drop our push and look to regroup with Wise's equipment. We lack the information as to where this M110 player was and where his other teammates could be. I chose to observe the surroundings from a distance while Dapper went for getting Wise's stuff back, until
Matamaan yung ulo mo.
Yan na nga, sinasabi. Magkatabi tayo.
so it's all up to me to win the fight and potentially eliminate 3 or more operators left in the raid. But one thing to note, as I mentioned that we lacked the information before, so did the enemy. They had no idea how many of us there were. And as predictable as most players can be, if there is a body laying around, someone will most definitely loot it. There's 2.
Yeah. Fuck. Nice.
And that's one operator down, but still not safe enough for me to loot up. So from here, I decided to reposition and use the bodies in front as bait. Repositioning is good as your killing shots will definitely give information and an idea as to where you are, silenced or not. So it's best to move and stay unseen. With some positive reinforcement from my spectating teammates, we discussed how many more operators could be running or hiding around.
Yeah, yung snipe. Naka-snipe yung pumatay sa amin ni Dapper eh. Naka-snipe yung lalaki na yun. But there's definitely 2. Nakita ni Dapper
Yeah.
yun eh.
I saw two super.
Wise also suggested that I pick up an AR for a better option when things get sticky.
If you can like just maybe get the one AR para makalaban ka ng maayos.
I did keep that suggestion in mind, but I also wanted to prove to myself and to my teammates that the Mini 14 is still a viable option in this situation. From here, I felt that there was a bit of breathing room to get my teammates stuff, but I also had in mind that I had not found that player with the M110. As I throw the smokes to screen the area, I immediately move away as I hear footsteps approaching me. May isa pa. Abantay. This part of the video showcases how audio is king in the game. The way it gives you the info you need to visualize where enemies are or are going. and it's important for me in this spot to listen and not make any sound myself. This way, I know where the enemy is coming from while I'm practically invisible.
Oh, three.
I think he knows I'm here. He doesn't know.
Does that know?
Nice. Dead.
Another kill secured, but there's one last player to worry about. I was unsure if the players I eliminated were any of his teammates, but thinking of his POV, when a sniper is left alone, he will either choose to run away or be forced to push up in a setting where he loses the long range advantage. Remembering Wise's advice earlier, I picked up an AK-102 with tier 4 bullets, as I needed a fast and secure kill for this sniper. There was plenty of time for me to wait, and I was willing to wait out the entire raid timer if I needed to, as I wanted the enemy to fight on my terms, not his. And with enough time passed, the sniper finally leaves his nest as the horns of greed show up.
Nicely done.
I'm 110 guys.
Yan na yun.
This was a hard-earned reward for me as a player, as I always had those almost clutch moments, but this time I actually managed to pull it off. It was so satisfying to have earned this win through playing with tactics, taking it slow, and being patient with every encounter I had. Yes, it was not the flashiest MLG play you'll ever see in ABI, but it still got the job done. The last part of the challenge is min-maxing the loot that I can get. It took me almost 8 minutes to fully loot the best I could carry, and with a heavy bag of loot and secured eliminations under my belt, I take my extraction with a big win. We then leave Armory to raid again another day. This was a fun raid for me as it proved that I'm still a decent gamer despite my age. Being already at my mid-30s, people would mostly think or assume that your gamer sense won't be as sharp during your teen years. Although I had my teammates backing me up with comms, all of the pressure was still on my shoulders, and I was so proud of myself to be able to secure a big win on my own. A big motivational boost for me in the next raids or encounters like these in the future. So that was my experience and my approach in this raid, but I'd like to know if you were in my shoes or in any of my teammates' shoes, what would have you done differently? I would like to hear some of your strategies and playstyles in the comment section. Also, a reminder, if you guys are buying bonds for in-game purchases, please use my code for a big discount. Kindly like this video if you enjoyed it and consider subscribing to see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.